very special episode today featuring Fordham. Let's go. So, as we all saw, there's a lot of international students. Zip, how was it like when you first moved here? Was it a big change, a new city? Could you give us a bit of insight into?
You mean like my path when I
Mhm.
came from Vietnam to the US?
Sure.
This is a circle of trust, right? Safe zone. I came to the US because I was afraid that I would never be able to get into a college in Vietnam. That was my decision.
Same here.
Ah, high five! In high school, I went to one of the top high school in Vietnam, which you know because we went to the same high school just 10 years apart. It was one of the top high school in Vietnam, but I was very bad in school, and I never felt like, I almost feel like I wouldn't be able to become successful, and the pressure became more apparent to me when I was in my last year of high school. I mean, all of my friends in high school were like very ambitious actually, like they study English and like SAT, like applying to multiple school in the US, and I was just not doing anything. I slept through all my classes in high school until it really hit me in my last year, and I was like, if I continue staying, I know that I would have to take the test to get into the entrance to the university exam in Vietnam, and it only happened like once a year, and it's kind of like a lot of pressure. You have to get into a very good school, and I didn't really believe in myself, and I made my decision in May of the same year that I came to the US in August that I'm going to study abroad. And I applied to a very small school upstate New York that no one knew, but I was the second generation of international student. And I happened to have a full scholarship, so it was an easy decision for me to just make the call to go to the US to study. But I didn't come here with a plan. My plan is just that I know that I need to challenge myself in a different environment, and that's how I got here. It was closer to Canada. It was in the middle of nowhere, but I really liked it. I was not in a big city, even though I'm from a big city. But the 4 years that I spent at QR College, upstate New York, it really changed me in many, many ways.
Yeah, so I think let's transition. So when the last time we spoke about sort of acculturation and assimilation, right? For international students. I think that was the topic that you wanted to discuss the last time we spoke in the lobby here actually. And when we were talking, we sort of wanted to give students insight to like the sort of struggles, potential setbacks you may have faced during your time here and how you navigated that. So I was wondering if you mentioned that you didn't have a plan, right? And I think that was
a surprise of the day.
Yeah, I mean, how do you navigate that? Like, were there any setbacks that you sort of doubted? Did you sort of doubt your own capabilities at the time when you were here as a new student?
So funny enough, I felt like when I came to the US, I didn't know anyone, and I was free, So I had the opportunity to just do what I was interested in, what I love, like make new friends. So everything was new, and to me it wasn't a challenge. To me it was a fascination. I got to learn from people who are different from me. I'm attracted to the differences, and I love making friends from different countries, just like you guys are here in the same room today. I love being in my discomfort and having the freedom to really think about what I want instead of thinking about what other people want me to do. So I think it was very refreshing. Speaking of challenge though, I think being in a new place when you didn't know anyone, and especially when I was there, we were the second generation of international student. One of the challenges is that obviously not many people were aware of, what it's like to live in other countries. So instead of seeing it as a threat, I took it as an opportunity to create the international club. So I built that, and after that, even after I graduated, it's still going on. So I'm glad that I was able to do something like that to make international students there at the school that I attended, Cuba College, to feel like there's a group of people who are like them, and to share similar experiences, but also to introduce something new to the student body there. And that to me is kind of like a challenge, but like good challenge. It's like it's fun. And I think that language is another challenge that I had, because I was not good in school. So even when I was in Vietnam, I didn't really focus on like studying. I came here, if any one of you who had to take IELTS or TOEFL, I got like 6.5 on IELTS. So it's just like bare minimum to come here. And yeah, that was my average score. And I think a little bit of that is like kind of doubting myself if I was good enough. But I think that I lead with curiosity. So I wanted to connect with people. It helped a lot with my English. And I learned that it's not about how perfect your English is, but do you have anything interesting to say? Are you a good listener? Like, are you able to connect with other people through authenticity? I think that's more important than anything. Because even if I put myself back in, let's say if I'm in Vietnam and I speak Vietnamese fluently, and if a foreigner coming to my country and having a conversation with me, how much do I care about how perfect their Vietnamese is? It's all about the energy, like how we connect with each other through shared emotions or things like that. So those are the challenges, but also it helped me grow so much through how I transform it or channel it into something that is not just for my personal growth, but being able to share something new, like new perspective, to someone that I interact with as well.